When it comes to finding a really great dentist, what do you do? Do you Google really great dentist, read a mountain of Yelp reviews, or do you do what over 9 million people have already done and visit 1-800-DENTIST.com? 1-800-DENTIST matches you with a local dentist that suits all your dental needs. If you need a crown, search for a dentist with CEREC. That's CEREC. CEREC technology can create high-quality crowns in just one office visit. It's much more comfortable, no return appointments, no gooey trays or gagging, no challenges trying to eat while wearing an uncomfortable temporary. That's right, a dentist with CEREC technology makes your dental experience as fast, easy, and comfortable as possible. Dentistry has come a long way, and finding the right dentist can make your dental visit so much easier. To find an awesome dentist with CEREC technology, do what over 9 million people have already done and call 1-800-DENTIST today. Speak to an expert or book your appointment online at 1-800-DENTIST.com/CEREC. That's 1-800-DENTIST.com/CEREC. 1-800-DENTIST. Why wait? Call or visit now. 1-800-DENTIST.com/CEREC.
This is Scientific American's 60-Second Science. I'm Christopher Intagliata. Twitter has more than 300 million monthly active users, but researchers have estimated that between about 30 million and 50 million of those are Twitter bots, automated accounts that do the bidding of their code-writing creators.
There could be news bots, and there could be spam bots.
Zafar Gilani, a PhD student at the University of Cambridge in the UK.
Or there could be bots which are doing political infiltration, which is obviously bad, or social infiltration, which could be bad.
Not all bots are bad, though. Some are just geeky, like a bot that describes imaginary exoplanets, or another that tweets only prime numbers.
It really depends on who the bot master is and what are the intentions, what are the motivations.
Gilani and his colleagues built an algorithm to single out bots from human accounts using factors like tweet frequency or content and how much users interacted with other users. And the system was able to tell bot from human 86% of the time. But in the case of celebrity accounts, people with more than 10 million followers, the bots and humans were harder to tell apart. Because both tend to tweet with more scheduled regularity than the average human, both follow relatively few people, and both upload a lot of content. They differ in the details. Celebrities don't post as many URLs luring people off Twitter, and they don't retweet as often as bots do either. The researchers presented the findings at the International Conference on Advances in Social Networks Analysis and Mining in Sydney, Australia. As bots get smarter and more pervasive online, we humans can still console ourselves with a different discovery by Gilani, that tweets penned by humans get 19 times more likes than tweets by bots, and 10 times more retweets. So, at least in Twitter popularity, humans still beat the bots. For now. Thanks for listening. For Scientific American's 60-Second Science, I'm Christopher Intagliata.
This is Pastor Greg from Chosen Generation Radio Show, heard right here on KCAA, 1 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do any of these sound familiar? Not sleeping well, waking up tired, drinking more coffee than usual, can't stay focused, craving sugary drinks and snacks, feel like you're stuck on a treadmill, having trouble managing your weight, not sick but not firing on all cylinders? Any one of these could mean that you might have a system overload, and Thyrodrenal might just be right for you. Think about it. You've probably been feeling like this for a while. Life has a way of wearing you down, and if you aren't getting the right nutrients, then physical and emotional wear and tear will take its toll. Most of us at some time or another could use some nutritional support for our adrenal and thyroid glands to bring things back in balance. Our bodies respond well to optimal nutrition to keep daily energy levels up and stress levels down. Try Thyrodrenal from Michael's Naturopathic Programs, a nourishing support formula with vitamins, minerals, and herbs to put back what life takes out. Look for Michael's on the label. We're serious about good health. Thyrodrenal is available at leading health food stores nationwide. If you don't see it on the shelf, then ask for it by name. Thyrodrenal.
KCAA, less consternation and more innovation. That's right, I'm Stephanie Miller.
Stephanie Miller.
Just like fire, burning up the way. If I can light the world up for just one day. Watch this madness, colorful charade. No one can be just like me anyway. Just like fire.
It is the Stephanie Miller Show. Welcome to it. 53 minutes after the hour, CC Goldwater will join us live in studio. 53 minutes after the hour, 323-468-1135. David Korn said, boy, I never saw you advocate prison for leakers who leak information about HRC in the email investigation. Why was that? It's Interesting. Sounds to me a little bit of a double standard. John Harwood tweeted, words Trump has used to describe others today: fake, failing, phony, inept, lied, defrauded, con artist, child, baby. Just today. Well, he's Kyle Griffin said, Trump, 7:32 a.m., working hard from New Jersey. Trump, 7:47 a.m., attacks a senator on Twitter who was just on TV. Cheetolini, I think the Newsweek cover's right. You're in the Barcalounder with the Cheetos and the remote. Don't.
We can see the Cheeto dust.
Now, Biff.
We can see the orange around your lips.
Stop trying to con us. Rich in Reno. Hello, Rich.
Hey, Steph, you must have been telepathically connected to me today.
Uh-huh.
I have been waiting for you to give your number out for months.
Oh.
You finally did it today.
Oh, sorry. I do it every day, but okay, go ahead.
Okay, I caught it today.
Okay.
Let's start with this. Jim, my wife, Diane, who is absolutely gorgeous, said that if you ever end your relationship, she'll dump me for you in a second.
Family values.
Wow.
You know?
That's very nice.
Here's
What
my
a lovely
concern.
offer.
Here's my concern, Steph.
I love he was like he was offering Jim a mint.
There you go. If we are lucky enough to get rid of Cheetolini,
Yes.
who's in the bullpen? We got Pence, we got Ryan.
It is my personal feeling that Pence is in this up to his albino eyebrows, and that he's going down too.
Did you hear the story
Possibly
back
literally.
when they were running for president? That Pence was found wandering away from the bus and hitchhiking, trying to hitchhike back to Indiana. Does that surprise you?
No, it does not.
Nope.
Mother,
Sounds about right.
Mother, can I have a ride? Come pick me
Mother?
up.
Mother, I missed my connection.
Brian Kloss.
And I don't mean the bus.
Brian Kloss tweeted, given that more jobs were created in the same time period of 2016 under Obama, how exactly is slowing job growth making America great again? Ha ha. Ha ha.
Shut up. Fake news. Shut up.
MAGA, am I right?
MAGA.
All right, the wood chip. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with that one guy to the right of him at the latest rally. Of all the yahoos there. Okay, what I was saying, though, is the wood chipper of justice. It is moving, Vanessa. We don't know at what speed. But I'm just saying, the fact that
Malcolm
It
Nance
is
knows.
moving.
Pharma
That's
Bro got convicted, right, for raising the price of the drug like by 5,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there will-
Shkreli.
right.
He looks like a Shkreli.
Doctor, I have a
Something
Shkreli.
you'd find on the bottom of your shoe. Ew, I got Shkreli on me.
It'll make a good movie. That's the important thing.
Tonight on the same old movie channel, don't miss the original Pharma Bro prison film, The Shkreli Skank Prescription.
There must be a con like me in every prison in America. I'm the guy who can get it for you. So when Martin Shkreli came to me in 2018 and said he wanted me to smuggle in Kellyanne Conway, I said, no problem. Marty came to Shkreli Skank prison in late 2017 for securities fraud. On the outside, he had been a hedge fund manager and the most hated man in America. On the inside, well, it didn't get much better. I must admit, I didn't think much of Marty the first time I laid eyes on him. Looked like a stiff breeze would blow him over. Also, he seemed like kind of a douche. That was my first impression of the man.
The moving tale of a man who was convicted, but in fact was really guilty.
Yay. Yay. All right. We have lots to get to, right? We have Howard Dean on Democratic infighting. We're going to get someone else on this week on that. Joy Reid did a fantastic
Absolutely.
You Leave My Joy Alone on Twitter. Okay. And much more. CeCe Goldwater. We'll talk about Jeff Flake's new book. We have him. Much more. Right, Vanessa?
Absolutely.
You look unsure. Trust me, we're all good.
Oh, I'm sure about the show. Always. Next hour's going to be hot.
CeCe Goldwater next.
Inland Body and Paint is a family-owned and operated fleet collision and repair shop that's proud to live in and help our community. Bring your heavy-duty trucks and or equipment to their Fleet Collision and Paint Center in Fontana for expert collision repair services. With 35 years of experience, you're sure to receive quality workmanship at an excellent price from Inland Body and Paint Center. From fiberglass repairs to quality painting, they'll take care of your truck and equipment from top to bottom in their new 64-foot spray booth. By the way, Inland Body and Paint of Fontana repaired and repainted the KCAA truck, and they can do the same job for your car, truck, or heavy-duty equipment. Inland Body and Paint, dedicated to the community and to your satisfaction. Call them today to learn what they can do for you. You can find Inland Body and Paint on Valencia in Fontana. Call them at 909-434-0466 or online at inlandbodyandpaint.com.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
I'm getting older and noticing that my body just doesn't work as well as it used to, so I like to keep fit as possible by hitting the gym a few times a week. Recently, I started having a nagging bicep pain, and it got so bad I couldn't even lift the weights. When I was complaining about it to a friend, he told me about angioprim. He said chelation helps remove toxins, heavy metals, and cholesterol in veins and arteries that may cause blockages. You know, after just 1 week of taking angioprim, the pain was gone, and now I'm back in the gym full strength. Scientific research proves the active ingredient in angioprim has superior oral chelation action that helps promote cardiovascular health. So to learn more, go to angioprim.com. That's ANGIOPRIM.com, or talk to a trained consultant. Call Angioprim toll-free at 877-882-7221. You'll feel better with more energy. Call 877-882-7221 or go to the website angioprim.com.
The other stations claim to be local.
Yeah, right.
KCAA Radio, the only true local radio station on your radio dial.
NBC News Radio, I'm Tom Roberts. North Korea could launch a missile strike near Guam. A military spokesman told North Korean state-run media that they're thinking of launching a ballistic missile at the U.S. island territory to prove it can wipe out American military bases there. North Korea's continuing nuclear threat to the U.S. is drawing President Trump's strongest response yet.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States.
Trump vowed the U.S. will respond with fire and fury like the world has never seen if North Korea continues to be a nuclear threat. A Washington Post report that the North has made a nuclear warhead that fits in a missile prompted the president's stern warning. The Post cited a Defense Intelligence Agency study that also said North Korea now has at least 60 nuclear weapons. Country music icon Glenn Campbell, who wrote his final studio album after being diagnosed with Alzheimer's, is dead. Campbell's family said he died today in a Nashville facility for Alzheimer's patients. The singer, actor, and guitarist was 81. He was known for dozens of hits, including Rhinestone Cowboy, Wichita Lineman, and Gentle on My Mind. He also hosted the Glenn Campbell Good Time Hour on CBS from 1969 to 1972. With help from healthcare and law enforcement leaders, President Trump is promising the U.S. will win the battle against opioid drug abuse. The president stressed to reporters today that the country needs to solve the opioid epidemic for both the youth and those who are totally addicted. A new poll suggests a lot of Americans have trust issues when it comes to President Trump.
A new CNN poll shows that 3/4 of Americans do not trust the president. The poll found that 38% of people approve of Trump's performance, while 56% say they disapprove. The poll also shows Trump is not doing so well among his base.
That's Bill Zimfer. Netflix is setting the stage for David Letterman's return to TV. The former CBS Late Show host today announced he'll host 6 episodes of a new show next year. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
From the KCAA Weather Center, this is Rod Arlen. Mostly clear tonight, 66 for a low, 96 on Wednesday for the high, mostly sunny skies. Cooling in the evening with a low down to 63 degrees. Back to 96 on Thursday, and Friday we get up to 99. That's your weather forecast for this hour from KCAA, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM. 3-in-1, the trifecta of talk in Southern California.
Are you still trying to spray away your embarrassing bathroom odors? Now you can vent them away through your toilet as they occur with the MG Toilet Odor Venting System by Manderley Gate. They're There are no filters, sprays, or batteries to ever buy or replace. Let MG equip your toilet and never worry about embarrassing bathroom odors again. Go to mgequip.com or call 1-800-542-9616. Again, mgequipped.com or call 1-800-542-9616.
Manderley.
mgequipped.com or call 1-800-542-9616.
What a great gift idea.
Do you freak out every time you break out? Well, I've got one word for you. Proactive. There's a huge reason Proactive is the #1 acne treatment in the country. It totally works. Prescription-grade Proactive heals your acne and even prevents future breakouts. How great is that? There's a reason why so many celebrities use Proactive. Their faces are their money. And I'm telling you, it's time to get it because Proactive has set up a special dedicated 800 number, so get ready to punch that number into your phone. Pull over if you have to. Here's the deal. $19.95 gets you Proactive, plus a rotating deep cleansing brush. It's valued at $45, and it's yours free. So is the shipping. For only $19.95, you, my friends, are guaranteed to get clear and stay clear, or you'll get your money back. Here's the number. 1-800-543-3313. Got it? Good. Call for a lifetime of beautiful skin. 1-800-543-3313. 1-800-543-3313.
You've tuned in to KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
It's the Stephanie Miller Show.
It is the Stephanie Miller Show. Welcome to it. Charlie Pierce, like a butterfly, will not be alighting today. I believe he's traveling somewhere.
Yes.
In his metamorphosis. Okay. Anyway, Jody Hamilton will be live in studio. Very exciting.
Yes.
We were just saying we should put that on Instagram. Me feeding the polar bears salmon. Max and Fred. Because now I have another story about a bear. Because Jim and I were talking about our trips to Alaska and almost getting eaten by bears.
Oh, my.
I might get eaten by a bear.
Yeah. Unwise things Mama has survived. I went with some crazy local guide, and I was like, so this is a salmon stream with, like, berries by it? What? He goes, oh, yeah, it's a grizzly trail. I'm like, right, and we are walking up here because...
Why exactly?
Why? Okay. And now a story about a bear. Colorado bear joyrides car after getting stuck inside. That's another driving bear. Bears aren't supposed to drive.
Wow. And he knows how to use a stick shift.
Oh, no, I don't even know how to do that.
Wow.
That's very
Doesn't
clever.
have opposable thumbs. And he drives a stick shift.
Are there any bear Uber drivers? A bear got stuck in a car in Colorado. Took a short joyride before crashing.
Oh, did he follow the freeways?
Following the GPS? A local resident awoke to find his Subaru. Bears like Subarus. SUV crashed at the bottom of the hill. 2 or 3 bears get stuck in cars every week in the area.
Love, it's a Subaru and a bear.
And a bear. You wake up and a bear's driving your Subaru. Bear, stop my Subaru.
Stop driving my Subaru.
Bear.
Don't eat my Subaru.
All right. Oh, speaking of videos. Oh, because you went to YouTube and found there's a me speaking in Bakersfield.
Yeah, that's one of the first
before
things.
the election to the hostile right wing.
I'll tell you
what.
Oh my God, that was the longest day of my life.
That is like
it's
a living nightmare. It looks
yeah,
like.
it's a lot of hefty people in flag shirts scowling at me.
The one clip I heard, one of them asked you, "Have you ever heard of Bakersfield before?" Yes, I'm from L.A. I've heard of Bakersfield.
Yeah, everyone's heard of Bakersfield.
Why would I want to go here? This is where I got this. Look at this. They gave me a souvenir Trump shot. That's back when I thought this was ridiculous. This nightmare would be over soon. It's a little souvenir of some energy drink called Trump Start.
Bet Alex Jones.
Would you like?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. Ooh, I've never sweated so much in my entire life, Sean. That was really. Wow.
And
Okay.
that was even without the rednecks.
Yeah. Yeah, we were. I don't. It was just eerie. There was a point where someone was singing the national anthem, and like it was like Dawn of the Dead, Dawn of the Trump Dead. Like everybody just stopped wherever they were and just like turned like eerily toward the flag or wherever it was, and I was like, what's happening? What's going on? What? Okay. Yeah, because America. Yeah, that's the point of that. That's Jim doing a Trumper in Bakersfield. Here, have some Trump shot. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. Jim, it's time for a.
What?
Speaking of America, it's time for Guess the Quote. Donald Trump is the reigning king of American victimhood. He is unceasingly pained, injured, aggrieved. The primaries were unfair. The debates were unfair. The general election was unfair. No politician in history, and I say this with great surety, has ever been treated worse or more unfairly, he laments.
Yeah, President Lincoln had kind of a rough time.
Mm-hmm. Who said that?
Haley?
No, that was a good guess, though. No, Charles Blow, in a fantastic new piece entitled America's Whiniest Victim. Who said people refuse to praise his minimal effort and minimal efficiency. They refuse to ignore the legend he created about himself as a lie. People's insistence on truth and honest appraisal is so annoying. It's also terribly unfair. It is in this near-perfect state of perpetual aggrievement that Trump gives voice to a faction of America that also feels aggrieved. Trump won because he whines. He whines in a way that makes the weak feel less vulnerable and more vicious. He makes feeling sorry for himself feel like fighting back. In this way, he was the perfect reflection of the new whiny right. Who said that?
Whiny right?
The whiny right.
William F. Buckley Jr.
No. Once again, Charles Blow in a fantastic new piece, America's Whiniest Victim. All right, we'll give you one more round. Trump represents their emerging status of victims in their own minds. The way they see it, they are victims of coastal and urban liberals and the elite institutions, economic, education, and entertainment clustered there. They're victims of an economy evolving in ways both technical and geographic that cuts them out or leaves them behind. They are victims of immigration and shifting American demographics. They are victims of shifting cultural mores. They are victims of Washington. No one speaks to these insecurities like the human manifestation of insecurity himself, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is their death rattle. Who said that?
Hermann Goering.
Oh, that was a very good guess. No, in fact, Charles Blow. We should post that fantastic piece. But
Absolutely,
yeah. It really is. People that just break out the tiniest violin and speak of the plight of the white man in America, Jim.
It's terrible. What we have to put up with.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I can't even speak.
Sorry. Oh.
Oh, the horror of being white in America. Oh, a white male in America.
Jim Ward
Can
starring.
you not find some corner of your heart to... Okay.
All right, fine. That's Jim Ward in the role of the overly aggrieved white man. Rending of teeth and gnashing of garments sold separately. All right. Speaking of whiter than white men, nearly albino men, do anyone think Mike Pence protest doth a little too much on the? I'm what?
Running
Methinks
the
for
lady
president?
doth protest
No.
too much.
What?
I?
No.
Why, I never.
I'm so sad. Chuckley said Santa is
no.
chucklier than ever.
Oh,
Mother, how can they?
Oh, mother, no.
Oh.
No.
Here is the press secretary for Vice President.
Well, I think it's very important for people to know that the vice president has only one focus, and that is to deliver on the president's agenda and to make sure that the president is reelected in 2020. And that's the only election in 2020 that Vice President Pence is focused on, is the president's reelection.
Sure.
Oh,
You
mother,
bet.
mother, do you hear what they're saying?
Wow, mother. I thought I was a good liar.
Mother, are the Pence for President signs still hidden underneath the dead rent boys in the crawl space? Oh, I certainly hope so.
I shouldn't have mentioned that.
Oh, boy.
Corey in Savannah. Hello, Corey. Hi.
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Jim.
Hi.
I'm calling because yesterday I got an email that probably lots of people are going to get saying that my insurer, Blue Cross Blue Shield, is no longer offering plans in Georgia.
Hi.
So
Hi. Yes, he is
it looks
actively
like
trying to sabotage Obamacare.
the email mentioned the CSR payments and the uncertainty as why.
Yeah.
And they've held out this long. If 2 weeks ago they had either Congress made a deal or Donald Trump had made those payments, Blue Cross, could have been here.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
may have one insurer, and they specialize in Medicaid populations with narrow networks, and it matters a lot
Yeah.
to me, no mental health professionals.
I think behind the scenes, Corey, the good news from what I'm told is, Lamar Alexander and others are quietly trying to figure out how to bipartisanly fix the flaws in the Affordable Care Act. I mean, I just have to hope that the resistance is going to continue to work, and people like you have to keep calling this out because he is actively trying to sabotage this, and all we have is public pressure to try to stop this and say, this is look.
If he wants people to die, he's doing an awfully good job.
Right.
Of it.
But we should. Do we ever post this piece? I don't know. From the LA Times. I want to have Jackie on this week about, ways to sabotage the ACA that we don't even know about that he's doing behind the scenes. That it's just. And by the way, your job as president is to uphold the laws of the land, and the Affordable Care Act is the law of the land. Yep. So I've said before he should be removed from office just for that. By the way, Nicole Wallace, who we're trying to get her on. I like her.
Yeah.
She basically said what everybody is saying about this Pence thing. She said no one is sure Trump is going to make it. I mean, even in Republican circles, they know that. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Joe Scarborough and Nicole Wallace agreed all signs point to Pence running for president despite his protestations.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No. No.
That paragraph was really long denying this. If it's denied, just no, but it's went on and on.
I would never, ever, 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 ever dream of ever. Okay, never.
Eat, Papa. Eat another rent boy and calm down.
Even John Kasich.
Yeah.
The new poll this morning that if the election was today, he would win New Hampshire. He's polling high in New Hampshire.
I think the anybody but Trump movement is going to be very, very strong. Literally anybody. No. Wallace said, should we just say it out loud? No one is sure Donald Trump is going to make it, including people on the inside. Let's see. He said whether people want to say it or not, it's a known unknown whether Donald Trump will still be standing to run for re-election. That's not hyperbole. People don't know where the Russia probe is going to end up. I think even his closest advisors don't know if he's going to have the stomach for the lights on his family. I think this is the reality. This is what I keep saying. I think there's an outside chance when it's going to be his taxes and blow his whole
I probably don't
lie of a reputation up about his brand and his business that he's going to claim victory.
I probably wouldn't
go
be
home
in favor of everything that John Kasich is for, but
Right.
he seems like a decent guy.
Yeah, he seems right. Sane is the word.
Yeah.
Right. We're looking for. Okay. Yeah. Oh, who was my spicy future wife, Anna Navarro?
Oh yes.
Here she is.
Look, in 200 days, he's had very few good days. He failed at his signature promise of replace and repeal. His White House has had more people go in and out for quickies than a Las Vegas brothel. The chaos that has ensued is absolutely insane. He keeps fabricating, making up things, and outright lying. He keeps tweeting like a deranged person. He has caused international incidents. The leaks out of his White House are like cheesecloth. So, no, I don't think you can say that this has been a good 200 days. Certainly, he's had some good days, but by and large, I think he would get a C- or D right now. And I think I'm being generous today because it's Monday.
Yep.
Minus.
F minus. would probably be fine.
She's the best.
I'm not sure we're going to get her on because I think I freaked her out. You know how I tend to blurt things when I'm nervous because I ran into her at Politicon and I'm like, I know you're straight, but you're on my future wife list. She was like,
Maybe not
All right.
the best introductory.
all right. Where's my security? Okay. All right. But she was very nice. I gave you her probably fake email information. 18 minutes after the hour, this portion of the Stephanie Miller Show brought to you by, 1-800-DENTIST. Come on. Listen, Eric Trump, I'm a liberal helper. If you want your progeny to be born, because it's going to be born with probably 3 sets of teeth, like a shark. And I'm just saying, you're going to need 1-800-DENTIST, and I'm just offering help. Okay, over 9 million
Dad,
people.
Can I go see your dentist?
Over over 9 million people have already, they've gotten hip, Sean, to 1-800-DENTIST. The specialists, they match you with a local dentist that suits all your dental needs. Like, for instance, I had a need
How about your mental needs?
To not have it take weeks and 2 broken temporaries to get a crown done. Guess what? Dentists with CEREC technology can get to do a crown in one office visit. Wow.
Wow.
That
What
would
you say?
have been good information to know. Much more comfortable. No return appointments. You heard me right. A dentist with CEREC technology makes your dental experience as fast, easy, and comfortable as possible. Find an awesome dentist with the latest technology like CEREC. Do what over 9 million people have already done. Call 1-800-DENTIST or book an appointment online, 1-800-DENTIST.com/CEREC. That's 1-800-DENTIST.com/CEREC. 1-800-DENTIST. Call or visit now.
Oh, God. That feels weird and good all at once.
It's the Stephanie Miller Show.
We'll be back. I'm Stephanie Miller on KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM. Did you know statistics show that 1 in 5 female students will most likely be assaulted during their college careers? That's why it's so important, if you have a college student who will be returning to school, that they're significantly prepared and are safe by carrying a Tiger Lady. You've heard me say that Tiger Lady is the revolutionary self-defense tool based on one of nature's best defenses, a cat's retractable claws. Tiger Lady's easy to use. It's lightweight, designed to collect DNA. Other defense products are heavy. They need batteries that can backfire. Tiger Lady fits in your hand, and when you make a fist, your claws come out like a real-life Wolverine. Tiger Lady requires no training. It's safe to carry. It's legal in all 50 states. Make sure your student packs the one essential item for safety when returning to school this year, a Tiger Lady. Get Tiger Lady today for safety's sake by going to TigerLady.com. And for a limited time, get a pack of 4 at a savings of over 15%. Use the code Miller for an additional 15% off by going to TigerLady.com. That's TigerLady.com. Find your fierce at Tiger Lady today. Remember, use the code Miller at TigerLady.com to save 15% off. TigerLady.com.
Hello, I'm Pastor Greg Young, inviting you to join me each Tuesday and Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. right here on KCAA for Chosen Generation Radio, the show where no topic is off limits and everything is filtered through biblical glasses. Dynamic interviews and no fake news. It all happens live at 1050 a.m., 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and online at kcaaradio.com. 1 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm Pastor Greg. Please tune in. KCAA, the stations that leave no listeners behind.
A superior nutritional supplement called Arbor Vitae has taken Australia by storm, and it's now available in the U.S. Arbor Vitae contains a unique combination of maritime pine bark, aloe vera, honey, and an enzyme from papaya seeds. This potent supplement was developed to impact inflammation in the human body. Arbor Vitae helps blood circulation and respiratory function. Its anti-inflammatory properties can also relieve minor muscle and joint pain. To order, log on to ARBORVITAEUS.com or phone 1-800-570-0433 and enter code KCAA at checkout to receive a 10% discount. Arbor Vitae is Mother Nature's helping hand. Order this unique supplement now. Call 1-800-570-0433 and mention that you heard it on KCAA to get a 10% discount. The Tri-City Shopping Center in Redlands is home to some of the best bargain shopping in the region. Citywear, Style for Less, and Dollar Tree, to name just a few. Friendly shop owners and staff are waiting for you to stop in for the many specials and bargains they're excited to share. The Tri-City Shopping Center is located just off I-10 between Alabama and the Tennessee exits in Redlands. Make it your home for all your shopping needs, and you'll know why the Tri-City Center is called the Mall with a Heart.
When Wild Palm Springs is the one where you get big water park fun, barefooting in the sun, barefooting, flow rider barefooting, wet and wild barefooting.
Yeah, get unlimited barefooting fun with a season pass. Buy now, get free parking, a free visit for a friend, huge in-park discounts. Hurry to get free parking and more. Buy online or at Food for Less for just $64.99 today.
Wet and wild barefooting.
Park now open.
This is Dr. Mitch Gibson from The Mitch and Kathy Show. There's a lot of talk shows that give you a chance to air your opinions about politics. What about those other areas that you hold back on, such as those strange things that happen during sex. Join us and tell us all about these things that you really want to talk about. The Mitch and Kathy Show. Every Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Or 3 to 5 p.m. Pack time on 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, or KCAAradio.com.
KCAA. Less consternation and more innovation. That's right, I'm Stephanie Miller.
Stephanie Miller.
Yeah. Welcome to Funky Town, man. It is the Stephanie Miller Show. Jody Hamilton on her way in, 24 minutes after the hour. David Cross tweeted, I truly believe this. If enough people tweet, like, wow, Pence is totally trying to take Trump's job in 20, that Trump will fire him. So I had to ask Siri, can the president fire the vice president? And the answer is no. Not during the term. He would have to be impeached and removed by the Senate.
Mm.
Oh, Vanessa, I just realized I have another question to ask Siri.
Sure.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Okay.
You know what? Where's my tiger lady?
Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning. Very, very frightening me. Galileo, Galileo.
What? It actually worked.
What?
Robot Freddie Mercury.
This is a little tired of that joke.
Oh my gosh. Make it stop.
Rob Reiner tweeted, finally, even Donald Trump's biggest supporters are starting to walk away. They see a childish liar. They are right. Time to restore the U.S. to sanity. Yeah, let's get this done. Oh, here's a fun fact. On this day, Richard Nixon resigned. Come on, Trumpy, let's make history. I'm just going to stay on vacation. Nobody likes me.
Exactly.
Everyone's mean to me. It's all unfair, fake news.
I'm not
I
a
would have
crook.
made America great.
I'm not a crook.
I'm not a crook.
I don't want to make America great now.
Yeah.
You're
Come on.
mean to me.
Come on, this is one way you can make history. Resign on the exact same day Richard Nixon did. Come on. Nixon, come on.
Nixon. I'm for Nixon.
I'm for Nixon. I'm for Nixon too. If you want
That was the Kaylee of the 1970s. I'm for Nixon. Come on, Trumpy. All right, that's good. Jim's doing an animatronic Trump supporter.
It's very Chuck E. Cheese over here.
I'm Kaylee, and I'm for Nixon.
I'm for Nixon.
At least I'm
for
paid
Nixon.
to be in this.
I'm for Nixon,
I'm
too.
paid to be in this ad. Okay. Oh, all righty. Oh, yeah, this is the Peter Thiel. That guy. He's the rich gay guy that... his support of Trump presidency is privately faltering.
Right.
Tech billionaire Peter Thiel, a supporter of Trump who has helped advise him on tech policies, privately worried about the success of the Trump... Oh, really? Now a warning?
Now a warning?
Oh. They spoke with several associates of Thiel who said he's made disparaging comments about Trump's presidency in private while continuing to support him publicly. Wow, that's the worst kind of, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
He said there's a 50% chance this whole thing ends in disaster. Two people close to... Really? 50%? Yeah. He described the Trump administration as incompetent. Oh, okay.
Really?
Once again, now a warning. After all your help and money making
Now a warning?
this disaster happen. Thiel, as you recall, he was the one that sued Gawker on behalf of Hulk Hogan because, Because Gawker had outed him.
Yes.
So he basically took Gawker down because he funded Hulk Hogan's whole suit. Thiel said people thought the whole Trump thing was fake, that it wasn't going to go anywhere, that it was the most ridiculous thing imaginable. Then somehow he won, like Hogan did. Somehow, right? But with help from holes like you. That's how. Oh, and now he's like, oh, I feel like maybe now I made a mistake. Like Caitlyn. Caitlyn says she accidentally wore a pro-Trump hat after the trans ban.
Caitlyn Jenner.
How do you accidentally wear a MAGA hat?
Yeah.
She found herself in hot water Friday when she was spotted cruising in her Austin Healey convertible wearing a MAGA cap. I apologize to all the trans community. She said I made a mistake. I'll never do it again. I'm getting rid of the hat.
Made a mistake, all right.
Why did she wear the hat in the first place, Jim? Well, according to Jenner, she was leaving her Malibu home, as most Make America Great people do.
Of course.
Going to the Sherwood Country Club when she realized she needed a cap to protect her hair in her 1960 Austin Healey.
God.
Just like every Trump voter. Okay.
So relatable.
Yes, exactly. She said what he's doing to our community is absolutely awful. Once again, now a warning. Part 2 of now.
Now a warning?
A warning. She said America's 15,000 trans service members and 134,000 veterans are much braver than you, Mr. Trump. My allegiance is with them and not our country, not you.
Well, it would be more...
It only takes, like, it personally affects you.
Yes.
Now you suddenly go, oh, now I care that he's
Exactly.
screwing this entire country, right?
Exactly.
Whatever, Caitlin. 29 minutes after the hour.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292 FQ Riverside, and K293 CF Moreno Valley.
NBC News Radio, I'm Sharon Reed. Widespread effects of climate changes are reportedly already showing up across the U.S. The New York Times has obtained a draft of a climate report prepared by federal researchers. It says extreme heat waves are more common and blames human activities that are increasing greenhouse gas emissions. Attorney General Jeff Sessions tore into Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel's administration yesterday after it sued the Justice Department to stop it from cutting law enforcement grants to sanctuary cities. Corporation counsel Ed Siskel argues the loss of federal funds will hurt the Chicago police effort.
Fundamentally will make our community less safe by undermining our community policing strategy.
Sessions said Chicago's intentionally adopting policies to obstruct the nation's immigration system. And Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is in Bangkok today, working to convince Southeast Asian nations to do more to cut off North Korea's cash flow. Sharon Reed, NBC News Radio.
It's time for your KCAA AM 1050, FM 106.5, and FM 102.3 traffic report. I'm Erin Brinker. In Murrieta on the 15 southbound between the 79 Winchester Road and Rainbow Valley Boulevard, there's some stop-and-go traffic. In Moreno Valley on the 60 westbound after Day Street, a crash is now along the right shoulder. In the Cajon Pass on the 15 southbound after Cleghorn Road, a downed motorcycle remains along the right shoulder. There's some slow traffic from Oak Hill Road. In the Cajon Pass on the 15 northbound between the 138 and Oak Hill Road, there's a work zone. Caltrans has the right lane closed off until 3 this afternoon. This has been your traffic on KCAA. We are the stations that leave no listener behind. I'm Erin Brinker.
From the KCAA Weather Center, I'm Joel Hilsman. For this morning, sunny with a high near 97, light southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 67, west wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Into Wednesday, sunny with a high near 98. Today, sunny with a high near 97. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 67. That's your weather forecast for this hour from KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM, 3-in-1, the trifecta of talk in Southern California.
This is Dick from Carpet Masters. Carpet Masters has been serving the Inland Empire for over 60 years. We are locally owned and operated by the Stevens family. We not only clean carpet and furniture, we clean many loose rugs, including Oriental rugs. Oriental rugs are cleaned in our modern facility where the fringes are cleaned by hand, then hung in our modern facility to dry. We do not use steam cleaning to clean your fine furniture. Furniture is cleaned by hand using the same absorption cleaning used in the White House. Some furniture we bring into our plant to clean properly. We normally use 2 men on each cleaning job using the extraction method. There is nothing that would clean carpet better for our customers. Our job is to clean properly with quality first. Google Carpet Masters San Bernardino and give us a call, or go to carpetmasterssocal.com.
Did you know that 80 to 85% of children's brains are developed by the time they are 3 years old? The San Bernardino City Unified School District is sponsoring free parenting education classes for families of children ages 0 to 36 months. Classes include free childcare, a light meal, children's books to take home, and weekly giveaways. Graduates earn a certificate of completion. For more information, please visit www.infanttoddlersuccess.org or call 909-347-7313.
KCAA, where every day is a great day. I'm Stephanie Miller.
Stephanie Miller.
The magic elixir that can turn this poor, shy Indian boy into the life of the party.
The earliest Jody has ever lost the staring contest. 34 minutes after the hour. 323-468-1135.
Jody on the show.
Scared of me.
That's what we're waiting for. I'm gonna talk with Steffi, who's our favorite and more. Nothing really grows with Jody on the show. With Steffi.
I'm sorry, I touched the wire. That's my bad. Hi, good morning, Jody.
Good morning, Stephanie. Everything has sounded so normal this morning. No problems. People here
Right.
on time.
Right? No.
You know? Wait.
No.
Oh, no. The different
No.
show.
Jim
Different
Ward,
show.
like Charlie Pierce, is a special little butterfly that can alight whatever he wants.
I think if
Or
you put
not.
Charlie on a different day of the week, he'll show up more often.
Right.
'Cause
Because
then
not
I
many
won't be
people
here.
can show up just out of nowhere and then do Donald Trump being hit in the balls by a tennis ball machine and a fake Twitter bot melting. And that probably is already in the Smithsonian, isn't it? I probably have already one of our Marconi.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a Marconi. It's a macaroni.
Yes. Oh, pardon me. It's the macaroni with glitter with your name on. It's a new award they're giving for people that have radio shows in their basement.
On construction paper.
This is a great tweet. Michael Marshall Smith said, "A man so
one supply of rice-a-roni."
Thank you, Jim. Can't take the announcer man out of the announcer man. Okay. Michael Marshall Smith tweeted, "A man so unpleasant, I wouldn't let him talk to my child is president of the United States."
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute. Yeah. We were just talking about remembering when a president, at least at a bare minimum, tried to be president of everybody.
Right.
Right? And not just, okay. All right. Michael Ian Black said, "Combine Rodney Dangerfield and Ted Knight's characters in Caddyshack, and you've got our current president."
Oh, no, they're much nicer and much more reserved.
True.
Man.
I'm funnier. I'm funnier.
Eleanor Holmes Norton, Representative Norton, talking about them attacking the D.C. grand jury as if they can't judge fairly.
Of course not.
Yes. By the way, if the crime has happened in D.C., presumably, that's where you have to have the grand jury.
Yes.
Really? What prosecutor? Oh, let me find a red state that Trump won by a lot to have a grand jury. That's the only place that could possibly be fair. Here she is.
Well, my good friend, and he is a good friend, Alan Dershowitz, has managed to insult both the special counsel, Mr. Mueller, and jurors and grand jurors in the District of Columbia. So let's be clear first. You can't bring a grand jury anywhere you want to. You can't say, well, you know, why don't we do this in West Virginia, let's say, which is a Trump state, or in Alabama. Then maybe we'll get what we want. You bring it close to where you think the crime may, or the offense may have taken place.
Thank you. Yes. Here is Alan Dershowitz on my new best friend Ari Melber's show.
Have you provided any formal counsel to Donald Trump or his aides, or accepted any money, or would you consider providing counsel to them?
What an insulting question. I mean, have I accepted money? I'm a liberal Democrat. I supported Hillary Clinton. I campaigned for Hillary Clinton. I wanted to see Hillary Clinton president. My comments are public comments because I believe in them. And please don't try to insult my integrity by suggesting that somehow I'm in somebody's pocket.
Professor, that's not. This is not. I'm asking you a straightforward question. That's a no. I take it that's a no.
If Hillary Clinton had been elected president and they were saying lock him up, I would be saying the same thing. I am condemning Donald Trump for calling for an investigation of Hillary Clinton. That would be a terrible, terrible thing to do. Would
Right. So
violate
that's a
very
no that you. But you're a very celebrated attorney who's taken on a lot of different cases. Is that a no that this is not a case you would consider at this time?
Look, I'm writing a book about this case. It's called Trumped Up, how the police, because I want to protect the civil liberties of
all right. Yeah, I have no idea what, because just about every other credible legal expert disagrees with him.
Right.
Like some people, I don't even know the motivation. They just want to be contrary. I feel like,
It could,
you know,
well,
to
he's
get
a
attention.
professor, so maybe that's it. But yeah, and for him to be offended by, would you take on this case? He's a lawyer.
Right.
You get paid if you take.
Right. Well, because he is contrary to every other, and half of them, you've seen half of them on TV are like, yeah, Alan Dershowitz was my professor. He's wrong. It's like
Yes.
every other
Right.
single credible person is just like, no, he's completely wrong.
But he also didn't answer the question.
Right.
Like, he
Yeah.
didn't say whether or not he did it, or he didn't.
Yeah, this just in. Alan
Yeah.
Dershowitz has been hired by Donald Trump.
Yeah. And he couldn't have a good explanation as to why he feels like it should the case should be moved somewhere else. You know, Clinton didn't move for Clinton and for anybody kind of who had a good jury or
Right.
anybody. You just can't do that. And
Yeah.
he didn't have a good explanation.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's so ridiculous to you know, to the sort of the supposition that you have to have only supporters of someone,
Right.
you know, on a jury. It's ridiculous. Anyway, George Takei said Trump TV is the sort of propaganda that would make Kim Jong-un and Vlad proud. Pro tip, if you're going to declare something real news, it's probably not.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Kelly, and this is the real news.
And fair and balanced.
This just in. Do we have some real news about fake news Kelly?
Yes.
She's the RNC's new spokesperson. Is
Oh,
that cool? Oh my God, Dakota, can you believe I got that job? Totally beat out Kelly. She's that dumb oil job. Ugh. Okay. And also, all the cute Sigma Chi's dated me and not her, so that.
Don't try to make fetch a thing.
What?
Don't try to make fetch a thing.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing. Yeah, she was a birther who defended Trump's sexual assault.
Oh, nice.
Did the sig grabbing, I guess, is A-okay at Kelly.
That's nice.
Okay. Matthew Miller tweeted, one of the main reasons Sessions is at DOJ is to help states purge voters from the rolls. Disgusting position for the department to take.
Yep.
Yeah, this is like Charles Blow piece. They are losing the demographic and generational battle, and this is what it's all become about, is just, you know, trying to, like, prop the white man up and suppress the vote and cheat, basically. That's their whole... Chris Hayes tweeted, is he going to do this for the whole vacation? Because we thought maybe, sadly, we'd get a vacation for a little bit, too.
No.
But Donald in Aurora. Hello, Donald.
Hi, how you doing there, Steph?
Good.
You know, what really gets me about Trump, he talked about Blumenthal should take a long vacation to Vietnam. For what I understand, Trump is supposed to go there in November for a visit. Boy, those bone spurs must have healed.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go to his family doctor for a medical deferment this time. And oh, by the way, since one of our veterans gave him a Purple Heart, maybe he'll get one from a member of the NVA.
Yeah, exactly.
I've said this before. I don't know why one vet votes for him.
I don't-
mean,
I
I know
don't-
that, you know, like usual, more of the vote goes to the Republican, but I don't
get it
honestly.
either.
Well, I
Just
will
occurred
say.
to me I'm just like a Viet Cong.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Because my dad's a disabled Vietnam vet who voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Who is black.
Yes.
So he's not the right demographic at all.
No, but I think for him, he was really hurt by the fact that, and I would say a little bit, upset about how the VA system was, has been broken for a long time.
Right.
And trying to get his VA benefits, it was difficult. They make it very difficult, and the VA offices here in Southern California were, I think, really pushed him as a veteran to say,
Right.
you know what, something has to change, and if it's a new president, who's going to care about us as a
Right.
president?
And
that's-
Hillary obviously broke the VA.
Yes.
I know. He
With her Benghazi emails.
He believed
Yes.
Trump, and when Trump said, I'm going to fix the system, I'm going to do, something better than what Obama had, and that's why he voted for Trump.
Right.
So
Does he still feel good about that vote?
he does.
But your mom has
Oh.
changed her mind.
God.
Correct.
Oh, dear. I got to call my mom.
Yeah, you got to tell her what Cece said yesterday. You got
Yes,
her.
no Goldwater, sir. For Trump.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah, I think like every group is going to eventually, I was talking about this earlier, they're going to find out that he screwed them, and they're just, basically, he's a cheap carnival barker. But this piece in Politico, it's quite a long piece, but Trump's trade pullout roils rural America, and it's talking about, where is it, Eagle Grove, Iowa. For much of industrial America, the TPP was a suspect deal. Some argue led to a massive offshoring of U.S. jobs to Mexico. But for the already struggling agricultural sector, the sprawling 12-nation TPP, covering 40% of the world's economy, was a lifeline. It was a chance to ease punishing tariffs that restricted the U.S., the one-time breadbasket of the world, from selling its meats, grains, and dairy products to massive importers of foodstuffs such as Japan and Vietnam. And this is sort of the argument that Obama was always making. And I get that there was a split on the left about TPP, but about, why we needed to be in it, and and again, strengthening it rather than getting out of it entirely. The difference is he has nothing, just like Obamacare, he has nothing to replace it with.
Right.
It would be different if he really was a master deal maker that could make a better deal. Then, we'd all agree, right? You, me, Hillary, Bernie, everybody would go, but anyway, the Politico just writes, the decision to pull out of the trade deal has become a double hit on places like Eagle Grove. The promised bump of $10 billion in agricultural output over 15 years based on blah, 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 won't materialize. But Trump's decision to withdraw from the pact also cleared the way for rival exporters such as Australia, New Zealand, and the European Union to negotiate even lower tariffs with importing nations, creating potentially greater competitive advantages over U.S. exports. 11 of the other TPP countries are now involved in a whopping 27 separate trade negotiations with each other and other trading powers in the region like China and the EU. And this is what happens from him just being such a ridiculous blowhard that thinks he knows better than everybody. And it's
He knows better, Stephanie.
Right. Only I can fix it. For his part, Trump once promised a slew of beautiful deals to replace TPP, but the administration has yet to lay out a detailed strategy. Because he doesn't know anything about anything. He has no plan to replace Obamacare, TPP, just going to be terrific.
Something terrific.
It's going to be a bunch of beautiful, more beautiful than my chocolate cake. A bunch of beautiful TPP-ish things.
Beautifulness.
But you're right. All these people fell for it, right? It's this whole he's going to replace it with something better.
I got a hat.
Somebody actually said to me the other day via the Facebook, he's done more in 7 months than Obama in 8 years. And I didn't say anything. All of my friends were like, really? Like what? More lies? More,
Right.
And I just left him to his own devices.
Because they're still buying his bull, right?
I don't see how they, when somebody says that, it's like, okay, delineate, do it in alphabetical order.
Name one.
Yeah, name one thing.
Right.
One substantial
They
thing.
make
Other than
America great again. I got it on my hat.
My father would say, well, he's taking action. He's speaking
How?
up.
Is he?
Just like Hitler.
I don't know what your mom
Have you
says.
mentioned that? Have you mentioned that the only legislation he has signed is the legislation to prevent him from committing more treason that he was forced to sign?
But that's not the real news.
Oh, is that fake news?
Fake news.
All right.
That's not. He goes.
So
well,
he
that's
doesn't
not
know
what
that
I
that
heard
was
on,
signed?
He does.
Fox News did report that.
But he doesn't believe that anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's meaningless.
It's a law.
What's meaningless?
That Trump can't. That they just signed that Trump can't fire or hire anybody during the summer break, or he can't fire.
Right.
Yes.
Sessions. Yes.
Sessions.
Right.
Well, I mean,
he doesn't think his behavior is at all, suspicious regarding Russia.
Needless to say, our phone calls are short.
Yes.
Love you too.
That's the bottom
Bye.
line of
I know
this.
that's the worst thing he's done to this country. Is I have really not called. She's 94, my mom, and I don't call her as much as I should because I'm just. Sometimes it's hard to not somehow get into politics. Like I just send her my whole life is about the resistance, like the LA Weekly thing, which she's happy for me as a daughter, but it's like it's what a mother I think Donald Trump is. So what?
Well, can I ask you a
She'll
question?
be like, oh, Steffi, it's a nice article.
Do you have to work so blue?
Oh, dear.
Right,
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that your mom and your brother still are loyal to Republicans only because of faith, loyalty to your dad? Or do you really think that you truly believe in their heart?
Well, you could have
Trump is
gotten that
good?
out of my brother with pillow talk if you would have
Yeah,
followed
come on,
through
Vanessa.
on your
didn't know.
hoary threats.
Didn't know when he was leaving. Didn't have enough time.
Yeah, I think they think that my dad would, there was a loyal Republican, and I'm like, nobody in the Goldwater family, practically in the Reagan family, nobody is supporting Trump anymore.
Right.
So I don't get it, but I'll find out and report. I'll bring that information back to you about my conversation with my mom. 46.
You're one of the nattering nabobs of negativism.
Right. 47 minutes after the hour, this portion of the show brought to you by my Casper mattress.
It's the only way you're getting sleep, isn't it?
Yes, it's my only respite from this cruel, cruel world.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Casper's 2 high-tech foams. You just nestle in there. They guarantee you have a great night's sleep. Cool, comfortable, fully supported every night. It ships for free. You know that in a box. How small?
Like a butterfly.
Teeny tiny. It comes out like a butterfly. That means it's not just for cuteness, Jody. It makes it easy to get it from your front door up to your bedroom. much like Vanessa Rumbles. Casper does that so you can try it risk-free for 100 nights in your own home. You don't love, like the Gone with the Wind scene where he carries her up the stairs. But Vanessa, here's a fun fact about her. You can just pick my executive producer up
By
like a
the
kitten.
scruff of the neck.
Like with 2 fingers. You don't even need to carry her. You can just,
Yeah.
and just blink on your Casper.
Well, next time your brother's here, we can try that out.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I didn't hear that. Sleeping on a mattress, the only way to try it. That's why Casper does that. It is revolutionized the mattress industry. Sleep cool and comfortable every night like we do. Get a Casper. Try yours 100 nights. Free shipping and returns. Go to Casper.com. Type in Stephanie for $50 off. That's Casper.com. The code is Stephanie. Boom! $50 off Casper.com. Terms and conditions apply.
It's fun, it's healthy, it's good exercise. The kids just love it.
It's the Stephanie Miller Show.
We'll be back. I'm Stephanie Miller on KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM. Stephanie Miller here. You know I'm serious about my health, so I'm doing something about it. You've heard me talk all the time about Super Beets. I drink it. It is a circulation superfood powder that helps support my heart and healthy blood pressure, too. I have amazing energy, amazing stamina as well. The New York Times calls Beets fitness in a glass. With Super Beets, I get all the benefits without the bad taste or the added sugar. Mix it up in water or a smoothie for a jitter-free energy boost. You'll love the taste of Super Beets. Feel the results in as little as 20 minutes, guaranteed, or your money back. Try the original berry or the black cherry. I like them both. If you haven't tried it yet, now's the time. Only for the summer, you can try Super Beets for only $5.95. Here's how. Call now, get a free box of Super Beets with 10 packets to try and feel the results, plus 2 free indicator strips for monitoring your nitric oxide levels before and after taking Super Beets. It's just $5.95. You'll love the results, guaranteed. More energy, more stamina. Call now, 800-575-0558, 800-575-0558, or go to mamalovesbeets.com. That's mamalovesbeets.com.
Stardate, August 8th. A big research telescope is never finished. Over the decades, it can be upgraded with new optics, better pointing systems, and new instruments for capturing the light from astronomical objects. So instead of getting weaker as time goes on, it gets better. A case in point is the Hobby Eberly telescope at McDonald Observatory. It's one of the biggest telescopes in the world. Its main mirror, which gathers and focuses starlight, is